Hey everybody, Cokeman 5 here, and you might just be wondering, what the hell is this? Well, I decided I'm going to, since I got a capture card working, I'm going to start a new series where I play old games that I really liked growing up. Um, I did mention before that a lot of the new games coming out are not really grabbing my attention, and that is because I've played these great games, and now I have high expectations of games. Okay, so you might be wondering, well, what game are you gonna play first? Boom. This is one of my... Well, let's go ahead and start it. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely top 5. And I believe it is an underrated game that not that many people have heard of. And it is called Lost Kingdoms. There's also a Lost Kingdoms 2, and I may most likely play that as well. But I wanted to start on Lost Kingdoms 1. So, welcome to Lost Kingdoms. Press start. New game. Ooh, we're gonna have to name our character. You know what? I'm gonna stick with the default name, Kadia, because she is referred to a lot in this and the next one. And I'm not... Hold on. Let me turn down the volume. I'm not really sure if it's too loud for you guys. This is this is also the first game I'm recording using this, what was I saying? Using my capture card. So I'm not, so it's also a, way for me to test things. What did I just do? Okay. Okay, done. Done. I'm done. Yep, Kadia. Or Kadia, I'm not even sure. Just because a game I really like and stuff, that doesn't mean I know all about it. Although I know a lot of this, so let's read this. The disappearance of a small forest was the first sign of the approaching evil. One morning, villagers awoke to find a solid wall of fog where their forest should have been. Some men, braver than others, ventured into the pitch-black mist. They were never heard from again. The next day, the lake disappeared into the swirling mist. It was not long before the impenetrable mist surrounded this... God damn it. By ancient code, the rulers of the Five Kingdoms had banned all interaction between their nations. Now, the Five Kings abandoned their isolation and met to look for a solution. Sadly, none could offer a plan to defeat the fog. Terrifying rumors spread throughout the land. Some whispered tales of an ageless evil reawakened. Okay, well, it's going to go a bit too fast for me to read out loud. Yeah, look, I can move around this now loading thing. So this is a pretty old game. I think it said it was, what, I don't know. I missed what it said the date was. But I think it was pretty early in the GameCube's lifespan. But there's good reason for it being in my top 5. Princess Kadia. Our worst fears have come true. The black fog is at the gates of the castle. Kadia, the black fog must be stopped. We will not be safe here forever. I would not leave you here alone, but a king's first duty is to his people. You will understand someday. If the castle was attacked, find the runestone and flee. Guard is with... Oh, I didn't read that. I was trying to figure out how to pronounce the name. Because I always want to say Gerd when I play this game. It's like guard, but... Guard should not be a name. There's some other stuff I want to say here, but let's do this first. The black fog is upon us. It laps against the very walls on this castle. As you can see, it's not widescreen because the game itself is not widescreen, and that would mess. It would look weird. It would just look stretched out and stuff like that. And also, the capture card I'm using does not record in HD, but the game itself is not HD because it's a GameCube game, so I don't think it should matter. I think we go over here. Yes. And this is where we get the runestone. So this universe is all about runestones. And we're about to show you what this game's all about. Regardless of what I just said about what the game's all about. but more specifically about the runestones. Guardian of the Sacred Covenant. The power of the cards flows and I missed. Yep. Okay, so what you do in this game is you have a deck of cards. Except they're super awesome badass cards that allow you to do shit. These are all weapons. There's 3 different kinds of cards in the game. This is a weapon card. It's just an instantaneous type of thing. Then there's... I think there's 3. There's the summon card. Summon a monster. And it will fight for you. Damn it. I wanted to kill it with a weapon card. Because whatever kills it gets experience. And I actually know pretty much all the monsters in the game and how to get them. So I'm experienced in that way. Well, most of the monsters and most of how to get them. So you want to like train certain monsters to become better monsters. Oh, I just skipped that one. So be it. Even the ugliest oyster may contain a beautiful pearl. Although you look more like the pearl than the oyster. Who am I, you ask? I'm the only person that can teach you how to use these cards you found in the treasury. You'd better come with me if you want to stay alive. Come now, my cute little guardian of the covenant. You just leave everything up to old Gerd. Yeah, it is Gerd. What? I could have sworn it said Gard earlier. And after beating a level, and that was a super short level, it gives you some free cards. We didn't. Oh, we got a fairy. We didn't get a skeleton. There's always 6 cards to choose from, and 3 of them are always pretty bad. And then 2 of them are okay, and 1 of them's really good. I would have liked that skeleton, but you know, it's good that we got a fairy. Fairies are really helpful at the beginning of the game, because they're the only way to heal yourself, I think. Anyway, we have a deck here we can edit. Let's put the cards we just got in it, because it's not even half of a deck right now. Deck can have 30 cards, it looks like. Yeah, okay, yeah. There are 3 kinds of cards in this game. I believe the second game has more. I haven't played this game in a while versus the second one, so it does. This one has some things differently from number 2. Now let's see, Kadia. Wasn't it? You have much to learn, Your Highness. The Guardians of the Runestone are given the power to command monsters through the Cards of Power. That power is the only chance we have of defeating the evil loosed upon the world. God damn, why do people say loosed? I don't get it. Whether you like it or not, you must stand up and fight. I've never actually bothered to read these things. First, you will have to learn how to control the monsters. I will teach you the way of the cards. I suck at reading. This place is full of goblins, and that makes it the perfect place to start your training. Are you ready? I don't give fancy lectures. You'll figure it out once you see those goblins come. Yeah, we'll just throw you into battle, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. But I'm already pretty experienced at fighting with these cards. You always gotta check around for hidden chests that may contain really good cards. I actually know where a lot of the cards are. Okay, so in this one, in Last Kingdom's 1, it kind of like throws you into this battle area, and you can fight them. Okay, yeah. In Lost Kingdoms 2, it's different. It's all the monsters are already like roaming around in the world instead of you going into these random battles. So let's see. Here is the third. No, I don't want to use it yet. I'll show you guys later. Because right now that would be a waste of a good card. Not good per se, but a strong card. The third type of card does a lot of damage, so I don't want to waste it on a wimp. Not bad for a beginner. Come, Your Highness, we must continue on. And this is right up in my top 5, I would say, with Halo 3 and Sonic Battle Adventure 2. And I'm not really sure of anything else I would put in my top 5 right now. I'd have to think. Okay, see these are man. This is the guy I summoned earlier. Oh, there's also one of those. Okay, we don't want to use these. Definitely don't want to use the Lycanthrope. Well, you kind of want to conserve cards on this very first level just because your deck is really small. But that's a Mandragora right there, and if I go near it, it will explode. So, that's kind of the only card in our possession we have that could hit it without it exploding. That was the Dragon Knight. Yeah. The Dragon Knight was the only thing we had that could probably hit it, as far as I think of. What do we got here? A man trap. Signs. Who reads signs? Nobody. Yeah, it should put us into a battle here. I guess it puts us into a battle like every time she goes to talk to us. But if I remember right, there should be a card hidden under this thing, and you can only break it during a battle sequence. We're running out of our weapon cards. Yeah, like I said, you want to conserve cards, so we're gonna hit them all at once. Oh. But we did not get the carriage. And I'm poisoned. Oh, they broke it. They broke it for me. Oh, nice. Every card... I'll show you. I'll talk about it next battle. So you can see what I'm talking about. This card, it's a mummy! It's not a bad card. You always don't want to collect all the cards in the first few levels just because you don't have much. And it's pretty bad if you run out. I don't really remember what happens, but I think it's pretty bad if you run out of cards. So we'll just throw the ones we got into our deck. If you don't have the right cards in your hand, you can throw cards away. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so you can see in the top left where it shows the number 10. That's how many crystals we have. And each card uses its own amount of crystals, as you can see above the card. And if I run out of that, it will start draining my life if I use a card. But you can still use them. And every time you do damage, they drop crystals. It's not really not a big thing, but some cards can get really expensive later on and stuff, and they won't give you as many crystals. I'm gonna waste the... Yeah, I'm gonna waste the night. Die! Good old Dragon Knight. And we are approaching the end of this level. Really short level. Again, because it's just practice. So if I remember right, there's a really good card if you walk... Oh, well there's this card too. I don't remember what this is. Dark Raven. Okay. So if we walk all the way over to... Damn, God, stop interrupting me! If we walk all the way over here, there's the boss fight. But if you walk past the boss fight, you can find a hidden chest. If I could get both of these together, I can get them at once. But look at all these obstacles, and man traps are not the smartest things. I'm trying to think of what to use here. You can't hit them both, like, ever. That's kind of annoying. Kill them with the Dark Raven. Then I guess we'll use the Lizard Man. It's not doing much. Why is it not doing much? Ah, that's another thing. That sucks for me. Contrary to what I believe, I was discarding cards to get to other cards, but it seems on here if you discard, they do not go to the bottom of the deck like it does on number 2, which is what I'm used to. So I was discarding like crazy. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm gonna do. How am I gonna beat the boss with just this many cards?